see.
That's why I came to you, Ann.
In this amount of time, I'm gonna have to think outside the box. Okay, this is it.
And I'm still having some reservations. I'm gonna need a little more time.
No, you're almost out of time. Dan needs the impossible.
Today I'm here in East Harlem.
So this entire floor is the commercial space?
That's right.
For a townhouse to be both commercial and residential, it's going to be a challenge to market it.
A perfect buyer will be an artist or a person that can't afford it in Lower Manhattan.
No one would ever guess that this is up here.
It's
really
Soho
cool
living
vibe.
uptown.
Yes, and people need to know about this.
When you said clubhouse, I've been envisioning kind of a one room with some ping pong tables, but I'm really blown away. This is incredible.
This is why it's so important that you're here and why I called upon you.
I'm here to meet with Dan Quintero, who's the Executive Vice President of the Kips Bay Boys and Girls Club here in the Bronx. And it's a very, very important New York City organization. They supply after-school activities and guidance for the kids that are in need up here.
We're serving over 12,000 children here, and one of our largest fundraisers is called the Kips Bay Show House. This event is the cornerstone fundraising project of the Kips Bay Boys and Girls Club. And most importantly, it supports thousands of children in the Bronx. So historically, we've had a townhouse on the Upper East Side of Manhattan, usually about 7,500 to 12,000 square feet of space. And this year, we had a house. We thought it was secure, and it fell through. So I need a house.
You need a house, okay, all right.
The Kips Bay Show House is a cornerstone fundraising project. Every year we bring in designers from all over the world, and they design various rooms in this house. As a result, this house becomes a design museum to the general public. So the most important piece of this fundraising project is finding a house.
Just explain to me kind of what your needs are. Like, do you pay the owner rent?
Well, typically the owner usually donates the location, the space, for a 3-month period.
Okay.
But in return, typically there's about $500,000 in upgrades that take place within the house.
Wow.
And if the home is on the market, you're going to get 10,000 to 15,000 people walk through your house.
Okay.
So it's a tremendous benefit to the owner also.
It is a tough thing to kind of talk a seller into having this amount of people in a home, but the Designer Show House is the premier event in Manhattan. I mean, everybody loves to go to this. So this is a big deal, and this can mean a lot of future business for me. So Dan, I really want to help you in any way, and obviously I will waive my fee, but how much time do we have?
And I have about 10 days.
To actually find the space and get it locked up?
10 days.
Okay. How open are you going to be to different neighborhoods?
Oh, you're really taking me out of my comfort zone now.
And you're really out of time. I'm going to have to think outside the box, because in this amount of time, to get this big of a job done, Dan needs the impossible.
Today I'm here in East Harlem. It's an up-and-coming neighborhood within walking distance to Central Park.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Cecilia.
I'm here to meet my new clients that want to sell their 4th floor townhouse, where they live and work.
This is the studio/gallery. I create art and I have shows periodically.
So that's the gallery?
Yeah, this is the gallery.
So this entire floor is basically the commercial space?
That's right. Commercial over 3 levels of residential.
So they can rent it and it's separate from the rest of the house.
It also has the potential of future expansion. We can go up another 5 floors above this.
I saw you have 2 entrances, so you can literally lease this space to somebody else.
That's correct.
That's a great potential.
For a townhouse to be situated on a residential block, but is zoned for both commercial and residential, it's pretty unique in New York. So I think it's going to be a challenge to market it.
This is our living room, dining room, and the kitchen. We still have a lot of light here because of the south exposure.
Agreement was that we can share this floor with all of our artwork versus downstairs. The reason we like to sell the house because my wife is trying to get established in Miami as an emerging artist. And also I have projects that I'm going to be looking after as an expansion of our business in Miami.
Let me show you the master bedroom.
Lots of closet space, walk-in closets.
It's a huge room.
It's about 750 square feet.
Every room here looks so different from the other. It's beautiful. It's like an individual unit.
Yeah.
Coming to my office.
Oh, that's your workshop. Wow. It's big. So literally, it could be a two-bedroom. You have south exposure, north exposure.
Right.
You can divide it. That's a great space.
Quite flexible space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A perfect buyer will be an artist or a person that is into buying a house and can't afford it in Lower Manhattan, and maybe even a potential developer like yourself to see the opportunity that this house has. But we need to bring them here to East Harlem.
Right, well, this area is changing in terms of social issues, in terms of culture. Art has become a very important part of the community. There are galleries popping up. In the last 3 years, we have now 6 galleries in the area.
As East Harlem is an up-and-coming area, a potential buyer will have to be smart enough to realize what a great investment it is, because in 2 or 3 years from now, East Harlem could be next East Village.
I truly believe that what you have here is unique.
Okay, so before we go into the apartment, I know you're nervous, but let me just give you the lay of the land. So today I'm here with Dan from Kips Bay, and I'm going to be showing him 2 modern apartments on the west side at the Alden, and he's going to be bringing Jamie, his lead designer, to see whether the space will work for the designer show house. Okay, so this is it. Look at this living room.
This is amazing. Spectacular view.
I just love this. You've got these fantastic views, the double height ceiling.
You know, it's nice, it's clean, it's finished.
I mean, it's just so spectacular. I know being on the west side is going to be different for you, but come west, young man.
I'll keep an open mind.
That's good.
I still have some trepidation about possibly coming to the west side, but at the end of the day, this is to support 12,000 children in the Bronx. So obviously, choosing the space that designers can really put their best foot forward with is of utmost importance.
So you've got 2 of the smaller bedrooms kind of off the kitchen, and then you've got 2 down here that face the river, and then 5 more upstairs.
These rooms are a bit more intimate than what our designers have been used to over the years.
But actually, I can tell you that a lot of the first-time designers, they said they would prefer a smaller space. You know, they only have 5 weeks. They're going to like that. Coming to the west side, of course, caused me to have a little bit of a pause. We've never been on the west side. But the real estate market in New York is really hot, and it's hard to find a property.
Okay, so here's the master. And just think about this at night. You've got the buildings, you've got New Jersey.
Well, this is a gorgeous space. I'm just a bit conflicted. You know, the Kips Bay brand's always been more traditional.
Dan, every brand needs to change and grow. And change can be good.
I recognize I am taking them out of their comfort zone for sure, but I think this really will work. It's got a whole new demographic of people that are going to be coming in here. And yes, that's risky, but I think it could be the best thing for them.
It is humongous. We've never had a terrace this big before.
Never. And I have to tell you, the west side is looking better and better, but I'm still having some reservations. I have to digest this a bit more. But the space itself has everything to do with the success of the event. So I'm looking forward to other properties that she may have in mind for us.
Home is food, fun, family, and friends.
Well, that looks pretty good.
You should probably stand back.
Excuse me?
You should get back.
Nestle Crunch Girl Scout candy bars are here, but not for much longer. Don't miss out on the irresistible combination of Nestle Crunch and your favorite Girl Scout cookie flavors.
Now for the main event. In this corner, the reigning lasagna dish, the Big Cheese. And in this corner, the best generation of Dawn Power, Platinum! Here we go!
Dawn Platinum Power Clean's micro-scrubbing enzymes give you the power of an overnight soak in 3 minutes. And 3 times more everyday grease-cleaning ingredients for all your dishes. So if you like Dawn, you'll love Platinum.
The champion!
Dawn Platinum does even more.
So it's not a chore.
Okay, listen up!
The way back is
Sexy.
Cool.
Awesome. What's not to like?
Yeah! And critics agree.
Thank God!
Bravo. That's the one you wait for, my man.
She certainly got my attention.
It's on. Way on.
Can I win?
Stop!
Don't you look cute? That's exactly the kind of suit that got me pregnant the first time.
The Way Back. Rated PG-13. Now playing in select theaters.
Sofa, desk.
You know what? Why don't you go get some frozen yogurt? I got this.
You're so sweet.
Yeah. You got this, right?
I do got this.
Let us get everything off the shelf and to your home.
My insurance rates are probably going to double.
But, Dad, you've got...
Allstate. With accident forgiveness, they guarantee your rates won't go up just because of an accident.
Smart kid.
Indeed. Are you in good hands?
What you wear to bed is your business. So if you're sleeping in your contact lenses, ask about the Air Optics contacts so breathable, they're approved for up to 30 nights of continuous wear. Serious eye problems may occur. Ask your doctor and visit airoptics.com for safety information and a free 1-month trial.
Renovation Raiders is definitely the biggest undertaking of any show that I've worked on.
Amy Matthews and her elite team pull off the impossible on HGTV's new series, Renovation Raiders.
We're in. We are literally doing a renovation in one evening.
Hustle, hustle. We went to dinner and we came back with a new house.
We're shocking. We're surprising people. We're blowing their minds.
Renovation Raiders, an all-new series, tonight at 9 on HGTV.
This could be a great unconventional way to introduce buyers, not only to see the house, but also the area and the neighborhood and its great culture.
That was our intention when we came up with the idea of ArtCrawl.
In trying to find ways to market this property and showcase East Harlem, I came across Jackie Orange, who is the founder of ArtCrawl Harlem, which is an art gallery tour in the neighborhood.
We noticed that there were tons of people flocking to Chelsea and Soho, but of course Harlem has a vibrant visual art scene. And so ArtCrawl Harlem has become quite successful in showcasing the galleries and the artists in Harlem. They'll get to see that there's no fear to be in Harlem, for one. And in the past, we've had as many as 200 people come on ArtCrawl.
Oh, wow.
Harlem as a whole has changed. There are a lot of wonderful art galleries, more restaurants opening up, and we saw that there was a need to showcase Harlem as being a place to go for the visual arts.
Do you think we could have some room for a few buyers and myself on the tour? And if we could end up the tour at Cecilia's gallery and maybe have some food, drinks for your guys and for potential buyers. So
I think it could work.
I think ArtCrawl is a unique opportunity to get buyers and brokers up to my listing and see the art scene in East Harlem and also how the neighborhood is developing.
So, just looking at it from the outside, this is what you thought you'd be looking for,
Well,
right?
it looks exactly what Kips Bay has done in the past.
It's in the comfort zone.
Absolutely.
I'm here on the Upper East Side. I think the West Side might have scared them a little bit because it's so different. So I want to get them back to what they have traditionally done, and they can decide. So we're going to call this the traditional beauty.
Wow, this is very nice, Anne. This is the dining area, am I correct?
It would be the formal dining room.
Is there any latitude as it relates to maybe eliminating some of the features and adding their own features? I think our designers would want to know that.
Sure, I'll certainly ask my seller. This kitchen is obviously not very big, but...
I mean, this is a bit smaller than what we're used to.
Right.
I think they can turn the challenges into some positives.
So look at this room. I love the high ceilings and the moldings, but you've got these beautiful windows, and the metalwork is, I think, really unique. And
Sure is.
This home is so beautiful, but I'm rooting for the West Side because to do it in an apartment building opens up a whole new world for them. But I think they're afraid to be so different. So here we go, another great room. You've got 3 windows. I love this mantle, isn't it beautiful? It's original.
It's gorgeous.
All of the mantles in the house are original. We'll go through the master bathroom. It leads to the master suite. Again, the ceiling height is wonderful. It actually has a wood-burning fireplace. Again, I think somebody could really just do a great job with this.
There's a lot of pressure to find the location and find it as quickly as possible. From a decision-making standpoint, I can see the advantage on both properties. You weren't kidding when we said it was going to be small, but
it's tiny.
It might work. I'm under an amazing amount of pressure to make the right choice here.
I love this room. They used it as their family room, and isn't this great?
This is a great room.
I can only imagine in the evening, it is just spectacular because you've got the city lights.
That's really nice. This particular property, we can do this tomorrow, but you made the mistake of showing me that West Side property. So you've done a tremendous job in making this decision a lot more difficult, I have to add. The board and the committee, they're all very comfortable with the East Side. But when you think about growing the charity and the impact this event has on so many children in the Bronx, the West Side might create that opportunity for us. So I think I have to go back to my board members and try to convince them that looking at the West Side from my standpoint might be a great opportunity.
I'm sure you'll get back to me as soon as you guys make a decision.
We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Are you... Thank you. We're honored and excited. RCN has been selected the winner of the PC Magazine 2013 Reader's Choice Award for our internet service. In fact, RCN Internet Service ranked highest in satisfaction for reliability and amongst the highest for internet speed. So when you want the best internet service in town, discover what PC Magazine readers already know. For more on RCN, visit rcn.com. RCN, Internet Redefined. Call or visit us online to learn more.
I complained to my doctor about hot flashes and night sweats, and she told me of all the antiperspirants I should use Certain Dry. #1 doctor recommended for excessive perspiration, cold hyperhidrosis. Works for 72 hours, 3 days, 3 nights. Certain Dry.
That food made me gassy.
Here, this'll work.
Charcoal Caps, fast relief from gas. Nothing filters gas away like Charcoal Caps.
Glad you had those.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Charcoal Caps. Everyone's glad it works so well.
Mark your calendar for Kohl's Great Big Weekend Sale, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Save on great juniors brands, all Carter's and Oshkosh B'gosh playwear, and on athletic shoes. At Kohl's Great Big Weekend Sale. Kohl's, expect great things.
Hey, did you know Honey Nut Cheerios has oats that can help lower cholesterol?
And it tastes good?
Sure does.
Wow.
It's the honey. It makes it taste so... Would you look at the time?
What's the rush?
Be happy, be healthy.